Hola guys, it's Mom Dukes here. Gracias, thank you for tuning in. We're going to be doing today a dip powder kit. And I know you guys may have seen this video where I reviewed the product, but in this one we're actually going to be doing a dip powder set with tips. So again guys, thank you for subscribing. If you're not yet subscribed, don't forget to hit that subscription button for me. And this right here is the kit. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys see and tell you what's all in it. Okay, so we have a file there. We also have a brush, but I'm going to be using this brush here. We have the colors here, and this whole top row will be the colors that I will be using because the majority of these I have not used, which is these. So these are the 5 choices that I will be using today. And it comes along with the base coat, which is the number 1. And then also the number 2, which is the activator. And then the number 3, which is the top coat. And I believe I'm a little low, so I'm probably going to be using this. Or I'm going to be using my 2-in-1 base coat, top coat, and also my activator, which is from this brand as well. Always remember, guys, with any set or any type of nail service, you want to always prep your nails. So I'm going to be pushing back my cuticles, cleaning up around my cuticles, getting the dead skin off, and then I'm going to be filing and buffing my nails, or really just filing, buffing, and dehydrating them, so that when I apply the tips, it'll give it a little better hold. Now, I did use primer as well. I saw a young lady that did it, and I said, you know what, that makes sense. But I think for this particular brand, it doesn't make sense. So skip the primer, but you can use dehydrant to dehydrate your nail. And don't forget, after all of the filing and buffing, to clean off your nails. I brush it off, and then I also use 91% alcohol. Now, not this particular cotton pad, but this is all what I had, but use something that does not have the cotton that will transfer onto your nail bed, because that'll be a hot mess. Now, when applying tips, all you have to do, the only rule is on your free edge, regardless if you have a nail tip or not, you want to make sure from the side to the side, it fits comfortably on the side. You don't want it to be high. You don't want it to be over. If it's over a little, just clip that little bit off. Just a little tip. Remember, I'm no specialist. I just only have my nail license and also my COS license. But I'm not a specialist. I've been doing this for over 23 years, but people do it the way that they like to do it. So remember, I'm just giving some little pointers that helped me along my journey as I did nails. Now, for some odd reason, I can never match up my thumb perfectly. So this may be a nail that I may have to clip the side off just a little bit or go just a little bit smaller. I don't suggest it, but sometimes you got to make it make sense. Now, in the little lip where you see that curve, that's where you place the glue. It's pretty much like 1 drop. I do 2, just so it can spill back a little bit and forward just slightly. And I buff it, and it protects my nail bed from getting bruised or having that indent that some people have in their nail beds. so this is the same method, but I'm just placing a little bit where the line meets on my natural nail bed. Again, it's a preventive measure. It's to protect your nail bed. Normally, I always go short because of the jars. They're not really large jars, but I actually went to see how far my nail could go, like beforehand. So I'm going to be doing these a little bit longer this time, and we'll see how well this turn out. Now I do want a slight coffin shape, but my little nail clipper wasn't acting right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and file them. A little more time consuming, but it's okay, it's not a problem. I'm gonna go ahead and just do it the way that needs to be done to make it make freaking sense.
Pas de soleil, 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 pas de soleil.
Okay, so for the first color that I will be using, I don't suggest adding glitter unless it's very, very fine glitter. I believe I added a little bit of some chunky glitter, and I had to redo this nail, but it's okay. It still turned out pretty in the end. Okay, so I was going to use that color on my pinky nail, but I decided to use that color on my pointer nail, and it's not going to be my first color, but you will know the nail I'm talking about because it's the only nail that I will be doing with glitter. Okay, so this is a pretty kind of easy kit. The number one, you're going to go ahead, which is the base coat. You're going to apply that onto your nails. You don't want to rush it in, but you want to hurry up because it is a glue resin. So you want to hurry up and place it in the dip powder at a 45-degree angle. And if it still look a little moist, re-dip it if so. tap off the excess, and then go ahead and use your brush to brush off the remaining. Now you don't have to wait like a particular, like a few seconds to brush it off. It's all up to you. And then you're going to repeat this up to 3 times, depending upon how thick you kind of want it, or because it's not going to be really thick, but the strength wise, you want it pretty strong, especially if you do a lot with your hands. Now, as you see, being that I'm using a tip, I'm working my way up to my cuticle so that I don't have a lot of product at the cuticle, because it will chip and it will come up. I guarantee you. So I'm working my way up. Now, if I was using shorter tips, or maybe like all over and just my natural nail, then I would just go ahead and apply the base coat all over the natural nail. But I'm going to work my way up to my cuticle. And I was just capping my free edge because I will be reshaping the edge. So I don't want the product to lift and not be capped off. So that's what you saw me do, adding the resin over the edge of my tip. And if you have any small little like ridges or lumps, don't worry about it, because when you put your activator on and buff your nail, you'll smooth all that out. Now, I know it seemed like a lot of times I dip because I was building it up, but if you're doing it where you're doing the whole nail, I guarantee you're only going to dip 3 times, because if not, it's going to be really thick and you're not going to really like it. But I'm working with long nails, remember that as well. So it's kind of like almost a different process, but the same process, but you're building your nail up. Okay, so this is that dip powder that I was mentioning with the glitter. Remember, if you want to add glitter, please add very, very, very fine craft or nail glitter. Do not add the chunks. They don't lay right. I'm speaking in general. As you add them by themselves, they don't do right in the dip powder. Okay, so everywhere where you guys saw the sparkle from the glitter, like it was pretty, but it made like an indent. It didn't allow any more dip powder to kind of get in that area. So that's what I mean when I say just add very, very fine glitter, because once you add it, you can't take it out. remember I said I think I was running out. So this is my 2-in-1. So the 2-in-1 is base coat and top coat, and then the other container is the activator. So I'm going to go ahead and switch gears here and use this because I'm doing a little bit too much dipping in the activator than dipping in the dip powder. Okay, so I'm very convinced this is the Easter edition. These particular colors that I picked, or either they're just spring type colors because of the festive color of those. But they're very pretty, and I do have some fall type colors, which is more like some earth tones, some oranges, some browns, some golds. So make sure you guys look out for that video again. Make sure your bell notification button is on, and I hope you guys is enjoying this nail tutorial. Again, guys, thank you for subscribing. Now this thumbnail gives me cotton candy. I can so wear this on all my nails. Now this is my favorite color right here. So I may actually do that for my toes and my nails. Okay, so now it's time for the activator. And all you do for the activator is you apply the activator, allow it to sit for about 60 seconds or a minute. Well, 60 seconds is a minute, so 1 minute. File buff shape, apply activator again, allow it to sit for a minute that time as well. Then you go ahead with your top coat and you apply that twice and you wait a minute in between. Add your cuticle oil if you see fit and you're done. Now for me, I have to be a little extra, so I'm going to be adding stones on my blue nail. So once I get it buffed, filed, and set, I'm not going to add the top coat on there. I'm going to add my bling glue and add my bling, set it under the UV light. Then I'm going to add my top coat around the gems. I know to you guys it probably don't look bad, but to me, yeah, I gotta take care of this nail. I don't like it. You see the lumpy lumps? I don't like. It looks imperfected. Okay, bling time. Now, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm not going to just go crazy with the stones because we're going to get into these stones in 1 minute. Well, not so much the stones, but that little jar over there, you see the glue for the stones. That's where we're going to get into a discussion, because I love my Slovakian crystals. Yes, pay good money, reasonable price, but they do what they supposed to do. Now, on the other hand, okay, so this particular glue for my gems, I don't really like. I try to figure out or see the name of the product or find it to remember. I know I got it off of Amazon. I don't like it. It does okay. It just doesn't do it do not do what it say it does. So it's okay. I suggest old school way glue. I don't know, maybe acrylic. So I have to try acrylic on this particular system to see if it worked with this to be able to put my stones on, because I know for sure I cured it for about 5 minutes, and it does not take that long to cure. So say the packet. So I'm going to leave it there. And thank you guys again for tuning in. Thank you guys for subscribing. Remember, if you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Make sure your bell notifications is on. Make sure you like and give this video thumbs up. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Mom Dukes just trying to make it make sense over here. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it here, guys. Enjoy the rest of this video because it is coming to a close. And again, this has been a dip powder nail tutorial. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I do apologize for the length, but I feel if you shorten out certain things, you may miss valuable information. So again, guys, from mi casa to tu casa, Mom Dukes would like to say, I love you guys. Stay safe. Stay blessed. I'll pray and you pray, and let's pray one for another. Yes, you should never put top coat or like gel top coat, but I figured this was like an activator top coat. So, hey, I'm trying it. It ain't gonna hurt nobody but me. Trial error. Deuces, I'm out.